You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, think you want invited, bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
What's up, everybody? Come on in. Hey, Sislo. Ciao.
Let's go.
Man, you know what? We haven't reviewed BMF in I don't know how long. Like, I don't know how long. And I happen to binge watch. You've been keeping up with it, though. But I had to binge watch over the weekend to get caught up because, whew, I heard a lot has been going on BMF, and I'm glad I binge watched and caught up. Even though we at what, episode 6 now?
I'm here. I'm moving, but I ain't want you to hear the back. But girl, you know I gotta keep up. You know I do.
You said what? I didn't hear you. I had my volume turned down. What you say? I don't know what Sislo said. Sislo, you on mute. Anyway, come on in, everybody. Make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And please go to our community wall and subscribe to our backup channel. We have a backup channel called The Hood Table 402. So please hit that link on my community wall so you can subscribe to our backup channel. Please and thank you. But what was you saying, Sislo? I couldn't hear you.
I said, you know I gotta stay up on it.
Oh yeah, because you from that area. You from the D.
From Detroit. Detroit.
Well, have you been enjoying it this season? I know with you being from the D, a lot of these stories have you kind of reminiscent.
Funny. It's so funny because I look at it from a whole different viewpoint. I'm about to plug my earphones on.
Yeah, Sislo is from the D, y'all. So you know this TV show, BMF, originated from the Detroit, from D-Town. So she's pretty familiar with some of the characters in the story, including, what's that white dude name again?
White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick, right.
Yeah. He used to be
yep.
At the school. Yeah, White Boy Rick. And I talked to him. And his sister is friends with a lot of my family members, and they lived in a neighborhood or whatever. And
you coming in really low, babe. You coming in really low.
Hold on, let me see.
You was louder then. You louder now.
Am I? It's probably. Is that a lot better?
Yep, that's better. Yep.
Yeah, it's my earphones probably because I had plugged them in and that's why I was moving around. But yeah, he's from the same neighborhood. So it's like it was nothing to see him hanging out with the guys from the neighborhood,
right?
With some of my uncles and the guy across the street. For me, they were best friends. That was the one, the guy in the movie Freaky Steve. That's in the White Boy Rick movie. That was the one that lived across the street from me. And
have they introduced him into the show yet? Because I don't recall seeing him yet.
White Boy Rick?
Yeah.
No more than in passing when they had Eminem playing him.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And let me just tell you that not either in the movie or in in the BMF TV show, Rick did not wear his hair either way. I don't know where they got that from. Rick wore his hair cut short, cropped, tight on the sides, and like sides in the back with a long tail down his back.
Uh-huh.
Like the tail like T,
Right.
Southwest T. Rick had one, a long one down that, and everything the black boys wore, Rick wore. The black
Mm-hmm.
boy had on jingle boots and the nanny goat. Rick had on jingle boots and nanny goat. High top Adidas all the time. I mean, and always was in a fresh, clean car, whether it was a BMW, a Vet, or whatever. He was in all the time. Hold on, sis.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and you know what? The tail that everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people in the show though, be wearing that tail. That I definitely remember from back then. Certain guys wearing that tail, and oh my god, if they had some good hair and they had that curly little long tail back there, child, and they would fine too. Whew, you can tell them brothers nothing. But when we watched the last episode, when they got into that sidekick, I was talking to my homegirl today. We went out after work and I went to happy hour, and we went out after work. And I said, "Girl, did you watch the last episode of BMF?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Did you see the sidekick, the Suzuki sidekick?" Now, hey, Deanna, what's up, girl? How
A
you
girl,
doing?
and they used to drive sidekicks,
Yes.
trackers,
Tracker, that's what I'm talking
renegade,
about,
the
girl.
renegade jeeps.
Yes.
That was the thing.
Deanna, I
But
know you younger than us, but I know you remember the sidekick, tracker. Man, everybody wanted one of those back in the day.
yeah, and the renegade jeeps and the lowriders, the lowrider pickup truck.
Yes, and I used to want me a tracker so bad. But when my
Yeah.
dad saw the reviews of those things like tipping over if the wind
Mhm.
blew too hard, he said,
Yeah.
nope. My dad
And
said, nope, you're going to get a tracker.
they did not have a good rate.
Yeah, they did not have a good reputation. They look cute, but they did not have a good reputation with that wind and being us in the Midwest, wintertime and stuff. Yeah, Deanna, afterwards, I was like a little scared of them because, man, especially when you hit them corners, you can't hit them corners in those side kicks or
Girl,
in those
yes.
tracks. Uh-uh.
A
Your
friend of
ass
mine,
been a tip over.
a friend of
Uh-huh.
mine bit the corner on some ice, and it took, and he skidded on his side all the way across the street and right into the fire hydrant.
Yes, and most of them don't be having, most of them, they have like the top off. The
Ahari,
top, uh-huh.
be
Yep.
quiet. I'm on live. Be quiet.
But yeah,
It's
when I saw that in the
I
last
can hear much
episode, I
good.
was like, that just brought back memories from being on the block, back in the day. All the hustlers had a sidekick or a tracker. But yeah.
Hey,
So
Deanna,
let's get into
or a 28 or a Corvette
yep,
or Mercedes Benz
yep.
uh, um
Or the beamer, or the beamer.
or
Yep.
big, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So
So let's jump
that
right
was it.
in. Where you want to start at first? Like which scenario or which storyline or which character you want to start off with first? Or does
Start
it
at the
matter?
beginning.
Okay. All right.
Start,
So let's talk
start.
about. I want to talk about Lamar. I mean, no, no, no. We ain't gonna go there yet. We gonna
With
say
us.
him. We gonna say him. Let's talk about. Let's talk about Terry. Terry, aka T. Terry, aka T. Now, of course, that is Meech's little brother. His
Right.
sidekick, his road dog, who tried to get out the game. He tried his hardest to get off the game, go straight, continue on in school, open a little drive-in, like not a little drive-in, kind of like a what do you call it? A cab company, kind of like a cab company,
It was a transportation service.
right?
It was a
Transportation
transportation.
service. Thank you. That didn't work out too well. That didn't work out too well because he's used to running things, and a lot of times the customers was being rude with him. And when I'm gonna mute you, sis. I'm gonna mute you, sis.
Y'all are so hard headed for real. I just told y'all I was lying. I just told you that.
Huh? Oh, when he was doing the transportation company, and that dude was getting smart with him, and he he kicked that white man out of his car, snatched him out the car, threw all his bags out the car. His bags got ran over. He was like, "Fuck this shit." But yeah, that didn't work out too well. He was making okay money, but he was used to that money that he was getting with his brother. And he still had his brother's back, even though he told his mom, his dad, his baby mama, he was getting out the game. When Meech needed him, when they had like all those detours and stuff in the city, and I thought that was really smooth. That was smart thinking how he had put the substance, the drugs into the baby formula cans. I thought that's really smart. I wouldn't have thought of that, but they got through, got the drugs there, to the grandma house where the party was. But I want to talk about his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. He claimed it's his ex-girlfriend, even though they sleeping around still. And she basically living in the house with his mama, right? They got a baby.
With her
But
mama. That's not his
right,
mama.
right, her mom, his mama, right. I want to know what the hell is she doing with the belt, the jacket, the brush, his hat, his socks. What the hell is going on with that, sis Lo? Is that some type of voodoo? Some type of witchcraft that they got going on? Like, do you remember that part? Okay, sis Lo must be busy. Okay, y'all. So, the part where he had dropped her off after taking the pictures, they family portraits. He dropped her off at her mama house. Her mama said, it looked like there's trouble in paradise. She said something like that. What's going on, boo? What's going on, baby girl? And her daughter was like, she don't know, how he really feeling about her, because he was mad because she bounced with the baby, found out that she was in cahoots with his mama, and, basically kind of tricked him out of the game. And so he was still kind of mad about that. Then when she come back, she's like, "Oh, let's do this. Let's get a house with a white picket fence, a dog, and move out on our own." He was like, "Fuck that shit. You just came back after leaving me and taking my baby, and now you want a house on the hill, with the green lawn and a white picket fence." So he had to think about it. So the mom was like, "What's up? What's wrong? What's going on? Are you sure he really wants to be with you?" And when she said, "I don't know," that's when the mother said, "Well, you know what you got to do." So I was a little confused and perplexed. That's why I was like, is this family practicing some type of voodoo? Because she put the big duffel bag in front of her mom, and she said, "Hold on, I think that's Cislo coming back." Okay, she
Okay,
said,
yeah. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Diana.
and she put the duffel bag in front of her mom, and she said, "Mom, I got his jacket, I got his belt, I have his socks, and I have his brush, and I have his chain." What the hell is that about, Sislo?
I'm still trying to get that. I don't
Okay, well,
understand that.
carry the show for a second, okay? Because I got to answer the door.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't get that. I still don't understand that. It's like I don't know of any Detroit based significance that would be to it or any I don't know what kind of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whether, she trying to keep him from grooming himself or grabbing an extra set of clothes or something like that for him to go out with some other woman or something. I don't know what it was. But anything I could think of did not make sense for somebody that was supposed to have been a teenager. or a young man at that particular time, because it ain't like you expect for them to be like voodoo, and you know how they say if you buy a man the shoes, he'll walk out your life. And
Okay, I'm back.
I don't know what that all meant. That was just
I
crazy.
don't either. And I'm like, okay, sis, if they were down like in the bayou, Bama, Louisiana, the SIP. I mean, Deanna, you down there in the SIP. Have you ever heard of some type of shit like this? Take his brush, his jacket, his chain, his what else did she take? The brush, the jacket, the chain, um, and something else. Did she take his shoes? But I was like, okay, his brush, his chain, his socks, his socks. She also took some of his socks and his belt. Because remember when she first took the belt, sis Lo? Because the other Meeches, the girl that he messed with, Lamar's
Sure.
ex,
Yeah, I
he was
don't. I
doing
don't get that
drugs.
though. I don't get the
Meeches
significance of
girl,
it.
Meeches girl is doing drugs. So when I first saw LaWanda grab the belt, that's the first thing I was like, oh, both of they girl on drugs? Because I'm thinking the belt, you put around your arm, you know, that's what I thought at first when she stole his belt. But then when I saw her put it in front of her mama with the rest of his stuff, I was like, what the hell? So I can't wait till next episode to see where that's going to go, because I'm like, y'all in Detroit, do they practice that kind of shit up there back in
That's
the
what I was saying. I ain't got no Detroit significance that I know of.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, I ain't never heard
Oh,
of
okay.
it.
I was
Mm-mm.
just wondering, child. I was just wondering.
And it
But
ain't like he ain't got the money to go buy more of those items. So
right. But one thing her mama is right about when she said, are you sure that he wants to be with you? He over there kicking it with Markeisha at the hotel. Now, what do you think about that? She is Boone's wife. They owe Boone's money, and he's over there digging her out.
he doing more than digging. But yeah. I saw some stuff on that their film, baby. You hear me?
Oh!
Huh? Huh? For that
And
young
did you
20,
see the cops? The cops
yeah,
watching from the window.
yeah, and then they turned around and did the same thing while you playing.
And I was gonna ask you, do you think they really did it because they
Yes,
didn't
I
show
do. Yes, I do. And then they
it?
got dressed, and she said, "Well, you can drop me off to so and so and so." Yeah, buddy, he
I
told that
must have
old.
missed when they got dressed because I saw when they was giving each other the eye.
Yeah, she said, "Well, I bet you can't do such and such." He don't mess with me. Yeah, he broke it down. He broke her down. She speaking two languages now.
Girl, him and that split lip was probably going to work. You know how that lip, oh
Yeah,
God.
them big lips, them big old lips, girl.
Girl, ever
Huh?
since way back in the day when I first saw him on a TV show or was it a movie, I was like, them damn lips.
Yeah, probably on the Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah,
Diary of a Mac.
yeah,
That's
Black
where it
Woman.
was. Yep,
He,
yep.
uh he played that too good. Hmm.
Too good. I was so happy when Medea came up in there and she threw that nigga in the pool. I mean in the tub. Yeah,
Uh,
that's where that was probably the first place I seen him. Yep, you're right.
yeah, hey, that's Steve Wood. I mean Steve Harris,
Mm-hmm.
one of the Harris brothers from
Mm-hmm.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And you know his brother is Wood Harris.
Mm-hmm. I
Hmm.
like Wood Harris.
A girl, yeah.
I really do. I've always liked him ever since what's the old TV show, the Be More show? You know what I'm talking about.
You talking about the wire or something like
The
that?
Wire, yes, baby.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I knew him from first. But
Yeah.
so let's discuss old
But
boy who turned on them. Well, he really didn't turn on them all the way. You know what I'm talking about, D-Mick? B-Mick,
B-Mickie.
Brian, B-Mick. Uh, but he's still feeling some type of way. because he killed not only Kato, but he found
Yeah.
out it was his baby mama. She just
Pregnant.
wasn't his girl. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but he's feeling betrayed
Uh huh.
because he's feeling like, I'm faithful to the game. I've been loyal to you. I've been loyal to the 50 boys. I'm loyal to BMF. And now every time Terry go in and out, you always put him back above me.
Right.
So he's feeling that kind of shade. So he feeling at this point, where does he fit in? There's ain't nothing about him that's significant enough to me to say, okay, well, look, Jewel, I'm so faithful to you, but you ain't been faithful nothing to me about anything. And now I've lost my girl, my seed, my family, my mama dying. All this is going on, and I'm gaining nothing out of being faithful to you.
Yeah. And not only that, excuse me, not only that, but he's been there from the jump, from the gate. Excuse me, where's my drink? He been there from the gate, and every time something big happens, he's left in the dark. But Meech is always on the flip side. Man, I love you, man. We go back. I trust you. You so loyal. I wish I had other people like you. But when big stuff happened, he be left in the dark, not knowing which way to go, up or down. Like when they left and went to Atlanta. Granted, they had to dip and dip fast, to make some money and get out of there when that white girl got hemmed up. But that's like their top dog. That's like his right hand
Right.
man next to his brother. That's like his right hand man. And he didn't even know where the hell they went. Like he had no
The
idea.
bad and the good.
Hmm.
I know, and that's a like I said, that's a bad and a good thing. Cause in that way, he ain't have to lie. He was sincere about it to the cops. He really didn't know.
Right.
But then when Meech turned around and was about to have him his own territory
Hmm.
and make him the captain of his own ship, that's when he was like, "But dang, it's finally about to pay off. I really do mean something to him, after
Hmm.
all." And that's the only reason why he didn't go through, with setting them up or what have you. But
Yep.
and then it was a thing where not only that, it was like this dude, the cop, even though he claimed he awful right, he's a dirty cop too.
He's a dirty ass cop, and now his partner she's even hearing about him being dirty, but
Uh,
still she slept with him and she went along with him stealing 2 bricks from the investigation room. Like,
right.
is she dirty too?
Which that he did. He got permission though to get
Oh,
those.
I didn't know he had got permission because he
Yeah,
said he stole it though.
he because he wasn't supposed to get it, but he turned around and he asked the chief or whoever it was, and he told him if this better work, because if it don't, you're gonna be in trouble for it. That's why he's like, dang, when they got away with it.
Well, see, the first time though, that was them doing the raid when the chief said this better work. But when he took the bricks, he told his partner he stole them. That lady, he told her he stole them, and then she said, "Well, I guess if this what we got to do." Remember, she said, "If this what we got to do," because the boss is breathing down their neck, come out, they gonna be fired in a
Mhm.
month or whatever. But I think she just as dirty as he is.
Of course she is, in more ways than one.
Hmm.
In more ways than one. But hey, that's how you get them, babe. Because I can tell you some stuff about some stuff that went, girl.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Listen. So, and there's raids that I knew because it was somebody close to my ex who was in that raid. It was
Oh.
a, it was a big dog fighting ring. And at that particular time, that bastard was one of the top dog fighters out there. And they made a listen, they was trying to use and make an example out of my ex. And but baby, I sat in court and I saw what went on in court. And not only did I see what went on in court, the things that went on during that raid, baby, they were taken before they reported, and the money and all that they confiscated. the weed and the money and the drugs and all the other stuff. Trust me when I tell you they got what they wanted first. They got everything they wanted out of that
Oh
before.
yeah, they always get first dibs, and then they go in and turn in
Girl,
for
it was
everything
like
they get out.
one of the cops opened up one of them bags of weed. It was like smelled it like yes, it's some good stuff right here, and put it in his pocket. The
Yep.
others,
They
when
be
they
taking
sniffed
the
it, they
jewelry, they be
reported.
taking the money, they be taking
Oh
all of that
yeah,
stuff.
and they reported. I want to say they reported 12, 13K, but it was really close to $100,000 that they was gambling because they gamble big at them dog fights. It was close to like $100,000, and then the lady that they sent in there to use as a informant, inside undercover cop or whatever. The way that she did it was she asked everybody for a piece of gum. She asked everybody for a piece of gum. And then she told them to come to her house. And she told them to like where your mom? Hold on a second. Shatilia, he snatching stuff out of her room while she sleep.
I'm gonna mute you while you talking to the fam. But yeah, it's crazy how you mentioned the dog fights because one of the scenarios or one of the storylines in this episode, this last episode, was crazy ass Lamar stealing that dog from the white man and then killing the white man. Like this fool is on a whole killing spree. He don't care who
Girl.
gets in his way. He killing people for their dogs.
It bit the man ear off and
And bit
spit
the
it in
man's
his.
ear off and then stabbed him in the neck with that big old piece of wood and then stole his dog. And the dog, you saw the dog was all bandaged up because of dog fighting. That's why I said it's crazy that you mentioned that
Yep.
because that must have been a really big thing, back then in that area because he wanted that dog real
Oh,
bad.
girl, yes. I'll tell you about the other thing another time. But yeah, dog fighting has always been a big thing, and it's not just in Michigan. That's worldwide.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think that dog will ever see another day of fighting, but I think he gonna see a few days of biting. Did you think that he was going to have him sick him on his baby mama when she came out of her gym class? I
Nah,
thought he was gonna let that dog go at her. I really did.
nah, no. I think that he is trying to convince her. Cause you figure this is Lamar, a big, hard, rugged, tough guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to give her this this idea that he's a softer,
Uh huh.
gentler kind of dude. And she looking at him like a dog, like
I
you,
know.
like when you take care of anything or love anything or give anything a part of you, you know,
Right.
like that. So yeah, I think that's the part because he was like, I just wanted to show you what I was doing. That's all. And he trying
That
to,
dog seemed like a killer. Like not they, but when they teach them to fight like that, they instinct already is to kill. That's what all them dogs. But they always say, well, it depends on how you raise them, but it's still in their blood. It's still in their DNA. To be
yeah,
a guard dog or attack dog. So I think he gonna be sick that dog on people. I really do.
nah. I think that's something that he has to something to love. And then here's another thing to love him back, to love and to nurture and to care for, something to give a part of himself
Mhm.
to, and to get that companionship back because he's by himself right now and he can't even be intimate with nobody because of his
Well, I
situation.
think that's the true. I think that's true that he's using that dog as to be his dog's man's best friend. But I still think he gonna use that dog as an attack weapon. But we gonna see. We gonna see. I don't know. I could be reaching out on a limb, but I just have a feeling. I just have a weird feeling
It
because he's
just
a
wasn't.
monster. He's sick. He's a monster, and he loves to bring pain. Like I just. And then you were speaking about yes, he can't have sex. He got to pay. Oh, that. Oh, Sislo.
That
That
burping that
scene.
bad, burping is colostomy bad.
That scene though. That scene when he dumped his bag on the dude that he killed.
He say you hungry, eat this.
Oh God, I was so gross out. I could barely watch.
You need to be trying to go to the toilet.
I could
Yeah,
barely watch because after he killed that dude and stabbed him all in his neck and everything, the stuff was all inside his wounds. It was like, ugh.
that's just nasty. The whole
I
thing
was
was
like,
nasty.
gross. That man is evil. He is evil. I was like, ugh, that was so nasty. But yeah, his family member, is that his cousin or his uncle?
His cousin.
The one that be
His
sleeping with all the dead people, sleeping with the dead.
yes, that morbid bastard.
Oh, he is disgusting.
I love Daniel Rollins. I love him.
You love him?
Daniel Rollins, not the character. I love
Oh, girl, I'm up here like, ooh.
no the comedian. Daniel Rollins
Okay,
is
okay, I got you. I got you. He's a funny guy. But in this show, he is a nasty mother.
he's a
Like, ooh.
creep. He's a creep.
Mm. And then when Lamar threatened him, that was funny. When he kept calling the dog names, he's like, "You got that ugly dog over here, that," and he was like, "You apologize to Blackie right now before I whoop your ass and feed you to her." I believe he would have done it, Sis Lo. I'm telling you, he
I'm
gonna put
pretty
that.
sure. And it is so funny because like he's so big and buff and
Thank
crazy,
you.
crazy looking, but in real life he's so fine.
I
And
know.
he's not only is he fine, that accent is oh my god, it's so sexy. That accent has a British accent.
A British,
British, British,
British.
British,
That's how you say it, British.
British, British, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Me and you, we gonna make a bet. Let's make a bet.
I
Nothing,
did.
nothing money wise, nothing like that. But I'm a bet that before the end of this season, he gonna stick that dog on somebody.
Okay.
Now,
I mean, it's fun, but okay. You
now,
never know.
if I win, this is what you gotta do. Are you listening?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna
about to
need
re-
you.
I'm about
No,
to
no,
renege
no.
already. I'm about to renege already.
We got witnesses. We ain't got that many people watching right now, but we got witnesses.
I'm a renege already.
I'm gonna need you to go live every day for a week on your channel.
I need to do that anyway.
Now you got till the end of the season though. We got a long time before the end of the season. We got like 11 more episodes.
I did. I did.
But yeah, you can start. You can start working your way on up to it now.
Mm-mm-mm.
But that's my bet now. If I lose, what I gotta do?
Mm. Bake me a strawberry shortcake cake.
Oh Lord.
Silky Black talking about I'm listening.
You want a strawberry shortcake cheesecake crunch? Is that what you want? Or
Mhm.
just a strawberry shortcake cheesecake?
Not the cheesecake, the crunch with the out crunchy shortbread stuff. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay. All right. Hey, Silky Black. What's up, girl? What's up? But yeah.
Bless you.
Hey, Colette. Did we say hey, Colette? Did I miss
Hey,
Colette?
Colette.
I'm
How
sorry,
you
Colette.
doing?
Hey, boo. I think I said hi,
Hey,
but I'm not sure.
Campbell, happy belated nephew.
Yes, that's my baby. Cam Bam. Wavy Cam. He just had a birthday a little while ago. But yes, what do you think about let's get to the good part. What do you think about the husband?
When he started killing all of BMF and
No,
blew that.
no, 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 no. The husband, Charles.
Girl,
Girl, Charles. Woo,
Charles getting around, ain't he?
Woo, rolling, rolling. Nah, okay,
He has.
let me say.
I'm trying to tell you a little something, something. He
Let me
just
just say,
ain't.
Pastor Snoop Dogg was right. If you
What
don't
he at?
start treating your husband like he your husband, because what was he doing so wrong, sis Lo? I don't understand what was he was doing so wrong for her to not want to be with
Sleep.
him.
Let me tell you something, and this is honest to God's truth. And when a woman is uncomfortable in her home and concerned about where the next meal is coming from and how they're gonna make it and how things are gonna happen, it's hard to concentrate. Especially when you have, constantly put your, you supporting that husband, you doing everything and this and that. But her timing was off to me, because it's like, or in his time, because it's like when things start looking up and the business with the transportation business start picking up, then it seems like, she started getting to whatever. But see, sometimes, women can be so broken. Let me tell you something about about a marriage. In most marriages, this I'm gonna tell you what this preacher said. This preacher said he came up as Pastor, I think it was the Pastor Steve. Was it Pastor Steve Perry? One of those preachers. But anyway, he came up to this guy, and the guy was like, Bishop, Pastor, I really need to talk to you. It's about my wife, it's about my family, it's my marriage. He said it was a husband and wife. And he said, I don't have but a couple of minutes because I'm on my way. He said, but I'm going to give you 5 minutes real quick. What's going on? Well, we're having real serious problems in our marriage. So he said, well, what's the biggest problem in your marriage? He was like, she don't show me any affection. And he asked the wife, what's your biggest problem? Finances. He won't, he's not doing what I need him to do to take care of home. She told her, he said, give us some sex. Give him some sex and you give us some money. And he walked off. Because he said that's the biggest problem that marriages
See,
have.
that's what I'm talking about.
He told her, he told her, he said, give him some sex and you give us some money. And y'all, I gotta go. That's the biggest problems they have. But women, as long as home is good, as long as she has what she needs to keep her family and her house going, a lot she can work through the other. You can make her as freaky as you want her to be.
And I know that's true because I have to admit there's times in the past where I was stressed out over bills or whatnot, and the man could do everything, and your mind is just somewhere
Yeah,
else.
you're sitting up,
But
your
this
lights
been
turned
going
off, and
on.
he
But
wanna
this
go
been
to.
going on forever. This ain't no once in a while thing. Like, man, you got a good man at home, a man who has been faithful and who was trying to bust his ass, and you just not giving him none month after month after month after month. Like,
That
how
ain't
long
no,
is
that's
he
a
supposed
problem.
to be faithful? Like me and they
Well,
could be
because just as faithful as you want him to be to you and not go outside of that door, you have to be to him inside of the door.
man. If you don't want your man stepping out, I don't know. I don't know. I
Let me
don't
tell you
know. But
something.
I knew it was
My
only a
husband
matter
didn't
of time
have no
before he got with
reason. My husband didn't have no reason because I kept my package together and I kept my
I
package
mean,
together.
I know that men. There's
No,
some men who they just gonna do it regardless. Like you could be swinging from a
God.
chandelier, giving it to them day and night, lunchtime, noonday, midnight, and they still gonna find a reason, to step out. But this man, oh my God, I knew it was only a matter of time. First, I thought it was the woman at church, but then I realized, nah, it ain't her. It's
I ain't
that
convinced it's
other lady.
not though. I ain't convinced it's not. But here's the
Are
thing.
you sure? No,
Yeah,
no.
I'm not convinced it's not. I'm
Oh,
just.
for real? Why?
And then
Why?
he keeps putting himself. in positions where it can happen. That's the only problem. Well, you can't put
But
yourself.
with her, they have to be at church. They have to be in rehearsals. It's not like he's breaking
It
into.
ain't about being at church, but you ain't got to be up in that other woman's house by yourself and then you going creeping up to parties. Right? Come on now, you don't put
But
yourself
you're
in a
supposed to
bad.
take your wife to choir rehearsal with you when she ain't in the
I
choir.
ain't say choir rehearsal. He wasn't at no choir rehearsal. We were fixing on that woman cabinets
No, I'm
and,
not talking
and
about her. I'm not
yeah,
talking
I'm
about
saying
her.
all together. But some of them rehearsals, some of them practices was at that lady house. He was doing some of them. He was giving her lessons at her house. You don't remember that,
But it wasn't like they. Okay,
girl? Bye
that
bye,
lady. That lady.
girl. Girl,
I
I've been there.
seriously,
Listen,
I seriously
been
believe
there, done
that she's
that.
not the whole of the church. I seriously believe that she's not. She just seemed too sincere. Like she done been through some shit. She done done some things out there in the world that she ain't proud of, and she ain't about to mess with no married man. Now that other bitch on the way, on the other hand, she desperately trying to break up their relationship. He came to apologize and say it's over. And what she do? Open her nightgown and rub her cookies and her boobies all over him. And did you see? Oh my God! Now this the thing here though. When your wife is not giving it to you, or your girlfriend, or whatever, the way you want to, you can tell the difference because another lady will put it on you to where you can't not forget. And that's one thing that's wrong with relationships too. It's wrong for him to step out, but women have to understand that it ain't all about putting on a sexy nightgown. Like his wife just laying there. Did you see that? She was
Mhm.
just laying there like, and then compared to the other lady, she was like, oh, all that shit, he was really into it. Did you see how he was stroking? Did you see how he was stroking? He was
Girl,
on that backside. I was looking at them cheeks like,
you
oh,
hear me? You hear me? He
the
had a
butt
nice,
cheek.
he had a
Ooh,
nice booty, didn't he?
ooh, the buttocks, Betty. What, Betty? The buttocks. Ooh,
Girl, the dude on
his
the
buttocks, his butt. See, I like a man with a nice butt, with a nice firm. Oh my God, that's why I like. I used to date guys that lifted weights and worked out, played sports, and
it's,
all that.
it's butt and thighs for
I
me.
have a thing with I
Ooh,
have a thing with the chest, the abs, the leg, just the whole.
girl, I
Woo, woo.
say
And I'm a big girl too. I'm a big girl too, so I like a strong nigga. You know
you
what I'm
gotta be. Yeah, I like them thick thighs, and so ain't no sweet
saying?
shit.
The harder
Swing
the butt cheeks,
low,
the easier for them to lift your ass up when you're a big girl. I'm telling you.
swing low.
Now hold on, what did Betty White say? She said, hold on, she said the dude on the left looks like Brianna. What
What
she
do on your thumbnail? Ooh, Betty Wright, you so bad. And I know which one she talking about too. That big cross-eyed looking
I
one.
need
That
to go back. Hold on, let me go
on
back
your
to my
thumbnail,
no, no,
Betty.
no. Oh no, Betty,
Betty
no,
White need a whooping. Betty
no,
White.
Betty.
Betty White, you sitting in that timeout chair, girl. Betty White need a whooping. Oh,
I'm
Betty.
over here like, what the hell? What dude? What is she talking about? If you wouldn't have said nothing, I wouldn't even call on.
Because I knew
Oh my God,
Betty
Betty,
need a
you so wrong.
whooping. Betty need a whooping.
Please send her to the corner. Send her as far away to the corner. Send
Time
them
out.
away.
She going to the timeout chair for real,
Well,
for
well,
real.
he dead now, Betty. He's dead now. He's dead now. He done
Betty.
had a whole shit bag dumped on him after he was killed and everything, boy.
Betty.
Ooh, Betty. Ooh, Betty.
It's all like, ooh, Betty, ooh, Betty.
I don't even know what to say. She took my words. She took my thoughts.
Uh,
Betty. Betty.
She's so bad.
She just took my thoughts. But anyway, yeah, I don't think he's having an affair with Sister Riley, the real pretty one. Not saying the other lady ain't pretty too, but Sister Riley, she's real pretty and cute.
I
But
don't know.
I don't know. We shall see, honey. We shall see. You know I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
be gagged, sis Lo. If they are, you know I'm gonna be gagged.
If who what now?
If he is really sleeping with that other lady,
I don't doubt it,
the
girl.
one, the one that the wife, the one
Yeah,
that
the
she,
one that she confronted. She said,
yeah.
like that lady was gonna say, "Yes, darling." I'm
But she didn't flinch, she didn't blink, she didn't stutter, she didn't. I mean,
I'm
when people be lying.
with your mind.
Nah,
I'm
she's singing
sleeping
too,
with
sincere.
your mind.
I would have been like, hold on, huh? What? Me? Who? What? Huh? What's your husband's name? What's his name?
I'm sleeping with your mind.
Girl, he was putting it down with that other lady though. I was like, "Ooh, God, I want to be her. I want
Girl,
to be her." Boy, he
you
looked, boy,
said I want to be her. You know.
boy. I'm telling you, when he was giving it to her, I was like, "Oh man,
Oh,
I didn't know
baby,
you get down
yeah.
like that, bro. I didn't know you get down like that."
Mm. I know it was quiet on the set that day, baby. Bro. It was quiet on the set,
What
and
is
she
his
had
real name, sister? What's his real name?
Hornsby. Is it Michael Hornsby?
Oh my God.
Hornsby.
What's that TV show that he used to work on when he was the husband? And he had he had all those kids. Oh my
I
God. The TV show from way back was the name of a neighborhood.
I forget,
Russell. His name was
but guess
Russell.
what?
Lincoln Heights. Lincoln Heights. That's it, Lincoln
Lincoln
Heights.
Heights, yeah. But
I
guess
used to
what?
love him in Lincoln
You
Heights. Yeah.
know, you know that you remember her from being the one that was the geek on Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh,
The
hold
geek,
up, Betty. Hold up, sis, Lo. Betty, that's only on the TV show. He did not die in real life. She said, "Oh my God, rest in peace." No, he did not die in real life. He's still alive in real life. He just died on the TV show.
and somebody done killed off Cassie. Somebody done killed off Cassie from House of Pain.
Really?
Yeah, she ain't dead though. Tyler Perry talked to her. She's like, I know they done killed me off. She say, but listen,
They killed off
she's
Cassie?
yeah, from House of Pain. Talking about she was dead. That
Wow.
woman not dead. And they had people crying and tripping. Tyler Perry had to go live with her
So
to
you
let
mean
them know that
people
she
thought she
had.
was really dead in real life, but she died on the show, but not in real life?
No, she didn't die on the show. You
So
know how
why
they
she
do
said he
those?
killed her off the show?
No, I didn't. I ain't say that. You read that on what Betty White said.
No, no,
I
no, no. I ain't read nothing. I'm not even looking at You said Tyler Perry killed her off the show.
no, I didn't. I said that reminds me of when people said that that she was dead and she wasn't dead for real. That Tyler Perry had to go live on his page and he talked to her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why did they think she was killed off? Why they think she was dead?
Because you know how people do those death hoax and they do a real announcement saying she died from.
Oh, I thought maybe he killed her off
Mm-mm.
for the show.
No, somebody
Oh,
did. It was all over the place going
well,
around.
they do that with different actors and
Saying
entertainers.
she died of lung cancer and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh wow,
And people have been writing and crying and
they
celebrities
wrong for that.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had to come on live with her say,
Uh.
Cassie, you know you dead. And she was like, yeah, child, I heard. And they always doing it. He said, I just talked to her like 20 minutes ago. She was fine.
I would have
He
been
said,
like, yeah, I was there for 3 days and
right.
Rose again.
She said, but he said, but let me call her just to tell you. Say, so hey, you know you dead. She said, yeah, child, I know. She said, but would you do me a favor when I die for real? Would you be the one to make the announcement for me? She said, yeah. She said, and can I die? Can I get buried in your pool?
Oh my God. Well, let
She
me
said,
know. Let me tell you, if I pass away, I'm gonna make sure my sons call you so you can let all the YouTube world know.
Girl, I don't know if after I pick my face up, I can't handle stuff like that.
I'm just saying, shoot, because there be people on here doing all kind of junky stunts and stuff. Oh, the person dead. Then next week, oh, they alive. Oh, it was a lot like that Mona shit and other different people on YouTube.
Girl, that was sad though.
Like if
I,
y'all heard it from Sislo, then y'all know it's true.
yeah.
But child, okay. So now that
That's
we
after
discussed
that's after I get off the flow.
that. Okay, so now that we discussed that, let's see what's next. Who did we discuss?
What about
Uh,
Did you see Monique on there though?
oh, that's what I want to discuss. Monique, wasn't she a slick old witch?
Girl, you hear me?
Ooh,
She won't playing with it.
why did her character remind me of that character in that movie she just did?
Cause she dirty.
I was like, hold
she,
up, is this the same character from the movie that killed her whole family?
girl, she said, "F them kids."
She said, fuck them kids. Shoot.
She said, "F them kids."
Oh,
You too. I said, "The poor kids."
she wasn't playing either. She said, fuck them
Girl,
kids.
F them.
And just like she was saying with the Flannery boy, why I always say their name Roy. They name Roy.
Flannery.
Roy. Yeah, Flannery. Is that how you say Flannery?
Flannery.
Flannery. But she was just like that with them brothers. Like, okay, when they first came into her little gambling site or whatever,
Mm.
I really thought she was gonna help them. Because the dude who brought them there was like, I know a great spot where y'all can go. And then once they got there, they got hoodwinked.
Because he was in on it.
Yep. Exactly.
He was in
Exactly.
on it. And he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He knowed it. He sure
Yep.
knowed it.
But I love her character. I don't know. I don't know why. I think I love her better in movies than I do in her stand up.
Oh, I'm trying to think I'm trying to think who set that up. It was somebody in the comments though on Instagram that said, "Quit playing 50 Cent and give Monique a job."
Oh,
Seriously, and after that, boom, she was on.
because she is a good actress, though. I mean, I know some people don't like her, but I didn't see worse actresses. Tyler Perry. I didn't
Mhm.
see worse actresses. Like, really. All the damn TV shows he be coming up with, sure, Monique could outact all of them.
Girl.
But anyway, yeah, I love her character, even though she had a shady character. I don't know if this is gonna be her only time on the show though. But now let me make sure I understand this right, okay? When they went down to the ATL, they got hoodwinked first by Monique. Then
Mhm.
they got to that other guy's house and they met Pint, who was able to double their weight per
Mhm.
se.
Yeah, that was
But
somebody he knew. That was
right,
somebody he already knew, right?
right. But when they got back to Detroit, and remember the
Hmm.
little dude, I don't know the little dude name, but the one that ran up on Terry said, I want my money back because when you sold me this shit, the weight was right. But then after we sold it, it didn't measure
Hmm.
out right or whatever. So I'm
Hmm.
like, was that Pike's fault? Did they get
Uh,
hooked again?
no, using his methods they did. You see what I'm saying? Because it didn't. It was the way he did it in order to get that measurement. He
Oh,
just
so that's what
right,
it was. He
yeah,
tricked them by making it seem like it was the right weight. And then
right.
after they,
It's okay.
okay,
It's like how can I describe it? Putting air in a balloon
exactly. I
and
get it
make
now.
the balloon look bigger.
Yep, I get it
But
now.
the truth of the matter is the balloon is really still the same size as a balloon.
But do you think
Period.
that's gonna come back to bite Terry in his ass?
Of course, it probably will.
Cause I think that little dude, after Terry and me stomped his ass on the sidewalk, I mean on the parking lot,
Hmm.
I think that's gonna come back to bite them. Because first of all, these people work for you. So you
Hmm.
giving them bricks to sell that you know ain't whole
It's
brick.
it's been stepped on.
Right. And blow it up, like you said, like a balloon with some fake hot
Hmm.
air or whatever.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, child, they gonna have. I think they gonna have a lot more enemies than Lamar.
Well, yeah, I guess. But Lamar's a different breed, girl. Lamar's something else.
Lamar got 9 lives since low.
He got more than that.
I don't know if he can die. Girl,
I
what did
think he
you
got
think?
some embalming fluid. He put
When
some
I
in.
saw them pull back that sheet, and I saw that it was Lamar in that bed,
Hmm.
I gagged. I was like, "You lying? You lying?
And
What's wrong
okay,
with
now,
that still alive?"
oh, let me tell you. Let me let you in on a little secret, though. Do you remember when Meech was in the hospital? When
Uh
Meech
huh.
got when Meech got shot, and Terry came and got him,
Yeah.
and he said that we trying to get you out of here because we don't want them to Maserati Rick you.
Uh huh.
Okay, so Maserati Rick, and this is a little education for y'all. Maserati Rick was the name of one of the well-known drug dealers here in Detroit. That was He was at my grandma's funeral,
Uh huh.
and he also um was the one that got shot and killed while he was in the hospital. The guy came in the hospital and murdered him in the hospital bed. So that's why he was saying, I'm trying to get you out of here before you get Maserati Rick. That's what that little people didn't know what that part meant. But that's exactly what it meant. It was a play on word because time, back in the 80s, Maserati Rick got killed in the hospital, in Grace Hospital. Sure did. The guy came in and shot,
Mm.
yep, shot him and
But
killed
that's like that's usually what they do even here when there's somebody involved in a shooting, like gang related or something like that. They usually have the authorities around the room,
him.
but as you can see, even in real life and on TV shows, sometimes the authority will get taken out, or they'll walk away for a second thinking it's safe to leave the patient in there, and next thing you know,
Mhm,
they done got killed or they didn't escape.
mhm.
But yeah,
Well,
that
and then,
Lamar, boy, he gonna need a lot. Like what did Mo say? Monique said, Lamar is from the streets. So you're gonna need more than just being in the streets to take him down.
mhm.
You don't have to try something different to
that
take
was
him down.
that was cashed out. That said that.
Yeah, that was Monique. That was Monique, Lamar's ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, she said you can't take down a man from the streets by thinking like a man of the streets. So
mhm.
you gotta try something a little bit different. I like Mo, but then again, I don't like Mo. But when he messed her up, I was like, oh damn. But now I think that the next female that's gonna be in danger is gonna be Markeisha
Of course.
because she messing with Terry, who is in business with Boom, her husband. And what do
Mhm.
you think about that? That's what I was going to ask you because I've never been married before. But what do you think about that? Like she said that he kicked her and the kids out because she thought she was taking his money. And she said, but I got my own full-time job. I was like, what the fuck? So your money ain't his money ain't yours? What kind of shit is this?
Well, first of all, he one of them dudes that use his own product.
Uh-huh, yeah.
When you that's the first rule of thumb. You don't use your own product. Period. And so when they act like that, Then 9 times out of 10, that's why they act that way. It's because they high off of what they use, off their own supply.
Yeah, you don't never get high on your own supply.
Never. What's,
Hmm.
what's wrong?
Well, I think that she's gonna be next. And once Boone find out, because see, I think what's gonna happen, and I could be reaching again, but you can let me know what you think. I think what's gonna happen is the detectives are gonna try to set it up where her husband find out. Because they got them all on film and got them on tape and pictures and everything.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Yep, yep.
That's what they were talking about. But they don't understand, like, you doing things like that, and the very person that you're trying to capture, you ain't trying to capture, you're trying to kill them.
I don't know why they ain't got rid of that cop yet, but if they got rid of that cop, that would probably ruin the whole storyline. So, but was you surprised when they took out Kato like that?
Nah, I wasn't surprised.
I mean,
I
she
was
was
surprised.
working with Lamar, but I still was kind
I
of
was
surprised.
surprised it happened so quickly.
Yeah, and I was surprised that he was the one who did it. That B-Mickie was the one who did it. I was surprised. I thought Lamar was going to take her out, actually.
And he was in love with her too, you know.
Yes. And I think, remember when she said, I got something to talk to you about when we get back?
Hmm.
I think she was going to tell him that she was
She
pregnant.
was pregnant. Hmm.
Yeah. Damn. Ugh.
Yeah.
And even though she was working with Lamar, I still liked her. She was just like, she was the only girl in they set. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know what else about her?
Uh-huh.
You recognize her from Empire?
Yeah, that's what was one of the first shows she was on. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know the part she played.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. A lot of people didn't recognize her from that.
Yeah, I recognized her right away from Empire. Well, you know, when during the first season, because
Hmm.
Empire was still kind of fresh off, indie when this first
Hmm.
started. So that's why I recognized her. But yeah, she's a pretty girl. I was just surprised because she's like the only chick. Like a lot of dudes, a lot of drug dealers, a lot of them don't fuck with the females.
Hmm.
So she was seen all hard and gangsta about it, but that Lamar, he had her. But see, it's the same thing with B Nick. So I'm like, how the fuck you gonna kill your girl because he told you to, because she working with Lamar, but you working with the cops?
Hmm.
Like, come on.
And his excuse probably is doing it to save my mom.
Yeah, you know it all has to do with his mom.
Hmm.
I think it has to do with his mom, the treatment that she was receiving. The cop was able to get her in a better facility.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that sucks. It's like when you feel like, your family is up in the air, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, you're like, okay, if I do this, they won't die. They won't do this. But when he had that hat on, I was surprised that Beach didn't realize. Like, Beach was like, man, nigga, what you doing with a hat on? You'll never wear no hat. And then B Mick was like, yeah, I always wear a hat. I'm even watching TV like, no, you don't.
No, he's got a high top fade.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't never wear a hat.
Hmm.
But then I'm glad he did. But what do you think is gonna be his fate after this episode? Because he did tell me that he will have to wire.
He gonna be around for a while because he's still living in real life.
Yeah. But I
Mm.
mean, as far as his deal is with Tim, though, do you think he gonna
Yeah, they still
cut him
cool.
off, or what do you think gonna happen?
They still cool.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. They still cool.
Well, he must really love that man. He must really love that man
Hmm.
because anybody else, Beach probably would have. As soon as they got away, he
He'd
got
have
to
off, he'd have offed them
yeah, he would have off them like expeditiously.
expeditiously.
Uh-huh.
That's kind
But
of crazy.
I think we covered all the hot topics from the show. I try not to go over every single thing, but if there's anything
Mm.
you think we missing, please let me know.
No, not that I can think of. I wonder if Monica have a recurring role or was
Uh
that
huh.
it? And then in the beginning we saw What's her name?
Who?
I'm trying to think of her name, girl.
You said in the beginning?
The comedian Leslie
Oh,
Jones.
Leslie. Yes, Leslie. Uh-huh. I was surprised to see her.
Yeah, I wonder, is she gonna be around a little more?
Well, maybe something will happen where they might need to connect with Monique because I think after that situation, remember what the dude said, I ain't fucking with with you no more. And she said,
Mm.
I ain't fucking with you no more. When they realized they weren't cheating with the dice,
Uh-huh.
I think they might need her again.
For something, right?
Yeah. And I think she gonna do them right the next time. So
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Sit down, Kissy.
But yeah, I was surprised to see Leslie in there, and I hope that ain't her only part because I love me some Leslie.
Yeah, she I'm on for the
Big
people.
Les, big Les. Yep,
Mhm.
but other than that, I don't think I think we covered all the big parts of the show. I'm looking forward to finding out, what's going to become how the relationship is going to work out with B Mick and Beach and T, and also what's going to happen with Markeisha, being that she's messing around with, even though she basically called it quits when she found out that he's still with his ex, not with, well, he say that's his ex, but they still sleeping together. You know how
Dang.
that go. Yeah.
That's what they all say when they
Right.
trying to get some
Oh,
new
I'm just taking care of the baby. That's what he said. I'm just taking care of the baby.
with the new booty.
Right. And
And
then as
another,
far as the wife, as far as Lucille, I'm looking forward to
yeah, I
seeing
was
it
just gonna
and
say
find out.
you gonna see
Yeah.
he actually is sleeping with that lady. Shut the
Yeah.
window, Kirsten. Yeah, you
Mm-mm.
gonna sleep that he really is sleeping with that other
Yeah,
church
I want to
lady.
find out if he's sleeping with the other lady and what's going to become of the lady he just slept with again. Like if they're going to continue on their affair.
She gonna cause a problem. Cause by then,
Uh-huh.
because they not together in real
He
life.
did flip though, but I think that lady on the couch that he was just doing that he did this the second time they was together. I think she is whipped, and I think she gonna be a major problem. Like that type of female that try to
Mhm.
flaunt herself around the wife or the main
Mhm.
woman, leaving like lipstick and makeup and smears on their clothes, to
Mhm.
try to get them to really separate. She ain't one of those women who she just satisfied with a piece on the side.
Oh no, that's
Uh-uh.
because that's your mom. No,
Yeah, she ain't just satisfied with having somebody's man. She wants the whole man. That's what I believe.
yeah, yeah. I think that I think is going to be a common issue because I think that the wife is going to eventually find out, or she gonna try
Uh-huh.
to, like you said, flaunt it in her face.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Like
Yep.
this me boo, because they not together now, and they broke up for real for some reason. You
Yep.
know, in real life.
Yep.
So, and it's so crazy how they pick people that actually kind of resemble them in real life. Some
Yeah.
of them anyway. Because the
Yeah.
one that they got playing the grown up Terry,
Uh-huh.
girl, he
Oh, I
looks so.
love him. I've been liking that man since. Matter of fact, he was in what's Daddy's Little Girls. He's been in a lot of different movies.
Which one, the real Terry?
No, not the older Terry in the show. The one that came home from jail. Not that was Meech, the one who came home from jail. Big
Uh,
Meech. The remember in the first episode, the very first episode when the dude was coming home from jail.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
had braids. That
yeah,
dude.
yeah. He played in.
Remember him from Tyler Perry's? Remember Daddy's Little Girl? He was the one they whipped when they ran into his car.
No, that wasn't him.
It
The
wasn't.
one, no, the one you're talking about. He's from the other Tyler Perry from. have knots. He was
Oh yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
yeah.
I'm getting them confused.
Was he Warwick? Was he Ward?
War. That's his name. Yep, I'm getting them confused.
Uh,
Child, I'm
um,
getting confused. But ooh, he is sexy. Speaking of him though. But
ooh, God.
anyway, well, okay. What was I about to say? See, you got me off track.
You gonna get to see some real Detroit in a little while though, because they're
I'm
gonna show.
hoping so. I mean, I've been enjoying it so far, even though like I got
Yeah, I
behind the
mean, you gonna
show.
get to see the hair wars.
Yeah.
You gonna get to see the hair wars, and that's real Detroit history right there.
Uh-huh.
Hair wars. You'll get to see where they do all the competitive
Uh-huh.
hair competitions and stuff like that. Some of the stuff we did when way
Yeah, I know
back.
a lot of times people from here would go to the hair shows in Detroit. The people from Ohio.
Mm,
Yep.
mm, yeah, and you will see them do their competitions and stuff, and that's gonna be
Uh-huh.
and the original person that used to do the photographers, Pump the Grinder. He's gonna be in there, stuff like that. And I even made some suggestions. I'm gonna see if they take them because we had a show that was really popular here in Detroit, a dance show called The Scene,
Uh-huh.
and The Scene was a very popular dance show from the '70s all the way up to the late '80s, early '90s, and then it switched over. It became the new dance show.
Uh-huh.
Same people, whatever. And so that's what all the like when the MC Hammers and the Heavy D and the boys and all of the
Oh, I
singers and
used to
stuff.
love girls and girls that love me. Cause I'm the
Yeah.
overweight lover heavy D.
Oh,
Hey.
they love it in the house.
I used to love heavy D.
Hmm.
But let me not get to singing because my nose and stuff. For some of y'all who's listening or might catch the replay, if I sound like I'm underwater, it's because I'm just congested. And when I get off of here, I'm gonna take me some medicine and go to bed. But
Yeah.
I had to come live because the new episode starts in 3 days. So I wanted to get our little review in. But I am looking forward to the next episode and to what was we talking about earlier? Uh Power with Tariq. That
Um,
starts on the 14th. So this last
oh
episode,
yeah.
yeah, the last
And you know
episode,
there's a beef going between Lil Meech and Michael Rainey Jr. too. You know
uh-huh.
that.
And the last episode, I guess the last episode of BMF is going to be March 17th, but Power with Tariq comes back on March 14th.
Hmm.
So when that come on, when that premieres, if you watch that, I want to review that with you too. But
Oh yeah, I watch
that's
all
one
of
of
them.
my favorite shows to review too.
I watch every last one of them.
Yes. I love me some Tariq and that whole
Yeah,
storyline.
50 Cent and Tyler Perry, you can go ahead and head with me right now.
Yes. Yes, they go head to head right now. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, ain't nothing like good TV, especially like you know how we are. We like our good TV, and then you know when it ain't too popping on TV, then we kind of revert to like the B sector.
Girl, that's good TV too sometimes.
Yes,
Some of it getting a little too repetitive, but I digress.
and when it gets a little bit boring at the B sector, then I revert back to watching some TV. So you know, it's nice to have like a compilation of different things that you can watch for entertainment. But yeah.
Hmm.
So on that note, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed the show, the review of BMF Season 2, Episode 6, called Homecoming. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to be a blessing to me or Sislo, my cash app is on the screen, $ the hood table 402. And Sislo's is her name, $Sislo, SISLO.
And I will be moving soon, y'all. And I'm gonna get me a little what you
Get
call
you a
that
little
thing?
housewarming thing on Amazon.
Yeah, one of those. What
Yeah,
she
wish
get?
list. Yep.
And and
You'll
share
kill me, child.
with Miss T and maybe if she would like she'd share what you got.
Excuse me. Yep.
All right, y'all.
Yes, yes. And everybody, we're looking forward to our next episode. I don't know what will be live again, Sislo. It's a lot big going on in the B sector, but not enough for me to actually want to do a commentary on it, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
I'm just like just enjoying it right now, just watching right now. But if something pop off, I'll let you know. I'll lead you to the video or whatever, especially if it's somebody that you're already familiar with.
Okay.
But other than that, everybody, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm just, oh God, I need some cold medicine. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood.
Keep it hood and try not to get fired. Okay.
Yes, especially on your day off. Especially on your day off, like Dobie did. I digress. I digress. Girl, well, you know what? That's what we should do. Tomorrow, we should discuss that tomorrow.
That was so funny, girl.
Yeah, I'm like, Dobie got fired on her day off.
I didn't put the application in. I
She
didn't even
said, I got fired, but I was never hired.
I ain't had no plan. I ain't put the application in. I don't remember plan.
Leah said offer me no 401k. It ain't like she offered me some benefits. Like, she did give you some benefits, girl. Shit, you saw the people in your damn chat. Man, Dobie had like 13, 1,200, 1,000 in her chat. I'm like, shit, VS, come on over here, VS. Hit the link, VS. Get us like 1,300.
Then
Once
wait a
I get
minute.
1,000 people in the chat,
If
I don't
VS
know what to
said,
do.
VS said, you did work for me. You gave me $9. I get 75.
And VS was like, I gave you at least 75, and I gave you all
But
those new
just,
subscribers, and I gave you, man, if we ever get 1,000 people in the chat, I'll be like, I might just
girl,
pass out. Like, Sislo, just take over, Sislo. Just
my
take
chest
over.
hurts so bad. Oh, my chest hurts so bad.
Take over. Because if I get 1,000 people in the chat, I'm gonna just be like, what are these people talking about? What the
Listen,
fuck
we
am
was
I
at,
doing?
we had about what? You had about, oh,
Hold on, let's see 402 comment.
what you say?
Now, 402, you know we was about to wrap up, homeboy. We
Kind of
got
stuff.
her
See,
son
you
getting
know
pregnant.
what?
Oh, congratulations to the brat for getting pregnant.
At 50 years old.
They said she's 48. Well, that is
50.
basically 50.
At 50. Same thing.
But you know how they get pregnant, bro. You know they either do the immaculate, nah. they, they either go
Wait a
to
minute.
they find a donor
Let me
or
tell you. Let me tell you what happened when I was in
I want to say
high
immaculate conception.
and back in the concept. No, that's a Jesus thing.
That's
But check this
Jesus.
out.
That
She
was
had
Jesus.
IVR, IVF.
Yeah, the IVF.
I
Yeah.
say IVR. But anyway, listen. So check this out. When I was in high school, right, and we had my teacher that taught the um family living class also taught the sex education class or what have you. And so she was teaching this young lady, and the young lady came in and was like, um, she was interested in having intercourse. And so the teacher had said, okay, well, listen, have you thought of any contraceptives or anything like that? She said, I think it's time for you to, maybe go to Planned Parenthood or talk to your family and see, about whatever. So she went to Planned Parenthood and did this, and she came to the teacher. She started crying. She says, well, what's wrong? She said, I'm pregnant and I don't know how. She said, well, honey, I thought you said you were going to go and get contraceptive. She said, I did. And I don't know what happened. I got the contraceptive gel and I ate the whole tube.
Uh-uh. Is this for real? Shut up.
She said, I ate the whole tube. She said, oh, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, so I just had to say that because that's what she said. How to still get pregnant? That's how.
See, I never even wanted to mess with those gels because they just too messy. I was like, I'm
She
not
said,
taking that stuff up there.
she didn't stick it up there.
Oh.
She said I ate the whole
Well, did she
tube.
get sick? Like,
She
I
got
know she had to be
pregnant.
in the
Yeah, she got
hospital.
sick. She got sick the whole first trimester.
Well, I say I know she got shit sick the first, second, and third trimester.
That was so funny. What's wrong with you?
Just because she got pregnant don't mean she's not a lesbian.
Huh?
I mean, gay men have kids. There are gay men who get married and they adopt. I mean, or they have somebody that they know. They put how they turkey baster, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's that $1 million
But
baby.
yeah, just because she's a lesbian don't mean that. I mean, just because she's pregnant don't mean she ain't a lesbian.
Lesbian.
402? Come on, 402, you know that.
This proves that.
Lesbians, some lesbians want to be parents. They just don't want to have sex with a nigga.
Wait a minute. Wait. It says this proves that no woman is 100% lesbian. Okay, hold on.
That's why I said what I said.
Hold on.
I think he's just messing with us.
Hold on, child. You about to have the whole rainbow community.
The whole Rainbow Coalition.
The whole not community.
They about to put rainbows all over your vehicle, all in your front yard.
Mm-hmm.
We can have kids if we want to.
No, the 4-2 said no one woman is 100% because they lesbian had a baby. Look at the video she did with Tyrese.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the video.
But now you know that she was bi. She ain't
Yeah.
always been just, because she messed around with Allen Iverson for a little while.
But there are a lot of gay women who weren't gay in the beginning. Just like there's a lot of gay men who weren't gay in the beginning. Then there's some who been gay or less, from a very small child, and they just always like, the same sex or whatever. I don't knock them, but it is what it is. But if they want to have kids, shit, as long as they doing right by the kids, shit. You know how many kids we got in foster care? We got a whole bunch of kids here in our city in Omaha, Nebraska. They just sit there. Like, I really wish that I could adopt or at least be a foster parent, but I just work my hours. It's crazy. And I would be no good to a foster child. They might as well, if they was living with me, they might as well be living without a parent.
Really? Wait.
I literally work like 12-hour days. Like, who gonna pick you up for school? Who gonna take you?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the way my schedule set up, sure, you gonna need a nanny, a daycare, a babysitter, and a cook.
Bring my Coke.
Cause shoot, that's why I was glad when my kids got grown. I was like, ooh, don't go running and ripping and running to all these practices and games and da 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 da. Shoot, I finally can like relax and do what I want. But you said they keep stealing our women.
First
Latifah, the brand gay.
Right, and then not only that, MC Light.
MC Light been gay forever.
But she married the dude. She married a man and she was really in love with her husband.
Yes, but Queen Latifah, she's always been like, Queen Latifah is like, okay, you know how Robin on Good Morning America?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought she was gay,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't come out to like around the time when she had the breast cancer.
Uh-huh.
And I think some people it's not like they in the closet, but they don't let the whole world know.
Right.
Because of how they might be looked at.
Mm-hmm.
But Robin Roberts, I always thought she was gay. Always. And then when she came out and it was like her girl, I was like, oh my God, her wife is pretty.
And that's what I always thought about Wanda Sykes, the comedian.
Yes, Wanda too. All right, they be having some beautiful spouses. I'm like, damn. Wanda, yeah. Anyway, I like try not to go too off to the left when I do TV show reviews. I try to keep it to the reviews. So I'm gonna wrap this up right now before we get way off left. But
I
yeah,
I did.
all right then. 402, thanks for coming through, love. Thanks for coming through, Vibrant Law. How you doing, boo? And Betty White and everybody else who tuned in, Silky Black, Deanna, Wavy, and everybody else who did not drop down in the chat. Again, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and don't forget to keep it hood.
Keep it hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
All
right,
right.
y'all. Deuces.
Later for now.
Later for now.